Hello and welcome back to Divorce in Plain English UK, Chapter 2. I'm Vincent. In the last episode, we looked at starting the process. Today we're tackling the question that keeps everyone awake. Who gets what? It's easy to assume everything is split 50-50. But in England and Wales, the law starts with fairness, not a calculator. Quick reminder, I'm sharing my experience and general info. I'm not a solicitor. This isn't legal advice. Every divorce is unique, so please consult a professional. In my divorce, the financial split was incredibly stressful. My ex-partner and I weren't communicating, even while living in the same house. I felt like I was operating in the dark, worried I'd lose everything I'd worked for. For over 20 years, I've been solely responsible for the mortgage on a joint loan, my son's school fees, accommodation fees for university, and most household costs. I built up debt in my own name to keep up. My ex-wife has refused to remortgage since 2012, so we're stuck on a standard variable rate. As I record this, that interest rate is around 8.8%. She has shut down and isn't communicating at all. I can't move out because I can't afford 2 homes. She's been out of work for over 3 years and can't contribute. I offered to buy her out. She accepted initially and signed all the documents. But at our first court meeting, she claimed she'd been pressured into signing the consent order. We both agreed with my lawyer. The consent order was thrown out of court and asked to give her more time, which added another 6 months to the whole process. This is without the court's delay on its own. I worked 7 days a week for almost 10 years just to keep the roof over our heads. Eventually, my doctor warned me that, as I am in my 50s, I couldn't continue at that pace without serious health risks. I had no choice but to cut down my hours at work, which means a large hole in my finances. What do? If I stop paying the mortgage, we will all be on the street with my 16-year-old child. To make matters worse, we lost our oldest child in the whole mess. I couldn't grieve properly because I have to stay strong for my youngest child. If you've carried the financial load alone, do you deserve more in the settlement? How does a court look at these contributions? We'll explore these real-life questions in future chapters. Legally, the starting point is often an equal split of assets built during the marriage. However, the court can move away from 50-50 based on need. The court's first priority is the welfare of children under 18. They want them to have a stable home. After that, they look at the needs of both spouses, including age, marriage length, earning capacity, and financial contributions. If one person has a much lower income or gave up their career for the family, they might be awarded more than half to ensure they can support themselves. Assets aren't just the house. They include savings, cars, and pensions. In many UK divorces, the pension is the second biggest asset, yet it's often forgotten. Working out what was fair while not speaking was exhausting. I spent hours researching how to disclose assets. That's why I wrote the Financial Remedy Roadmap. If you're feeling that same uncertainty, my ebook is a practical step-by-step guide to the financial side of a UK divorce. It helps you organize paperwork and prepare for mediation or solicitors. It's the guide I wish I'd had. You can find it on Gumroad. To know where you stand, get a clear picture of the matrimonial pot. This is everything owned by both of you. List the house value, mortgage balance, bank accounts, debts, and pension values. Don't panic if you don't have all the numbers yet. Financial disclosure brings these facts to light. The goal is a financial remedy order, a legally binding document that settles the money. Without it, an ex-spouse could claim against your future earnings or inheritance years after the divorce is over. To recap, fairness, not just 50-50, is the rule. Children's needs come first, then the needs of both adults. Look at the whole picture, including pensions and debts. If you're overwhelmed, take a breath. You don't have to solve it all today. Start by gathering what you can. In the next episode, we'll look at the family home, staying, selling, or sharing. We'll also revisit being stuck on a high-rate mortgage with no easy answers. Thanks for listening to Divorce in Plain English UK. If this helped, please subscribe and share. Check the link to the Financial Remedy Roadmap in the description. I'll talk to you in the next episode.